I'm glad to have you with me. Glad for watching. We are going out for lunch. We're going to go to Roy Rogers and pick up a roast beef sandwich. I'm thinking that's what's for lunch. So, I guess at the same time, let's talk a little bit about the M3. I've had it for 6 months now. About 6,000 miles I've put on it. And man, it's really been a good car. I haven't had any issues with it. I want to knock on something, I guess. I don't have any wood in here, do I? No. Anyway, 6,000 miles on the car after 6 months. And it really has been a joy. I love the way this thing sounds. I like to modify my cars, but I mean, the BMW tax thing is kind of real with this, and so I don't want to spend a lot of money on things. I want to just kind of enjoy it and do the subtle things that maybe make a measurable improvement. But let's kind of talk about the things I don't like about the 2008 and reasons maybe why you wouldn't want to pick up a 2008. And every time I get in this car, I was reminded of how old it was because of the iDrive. You know an 08 immediately because of the single metal knob in the middle with a single button. You have a menu button, no shortcut buttons. It's a menu button that kind of doubles as a back button in some cases, and it just kind of looks old. In addition to that, the screen is old. It's a non-high definition screen, which they did change in 2009 with the hard drive based iDrive systems that you get in 09. You get the high definition screen, you get HD radio, you get Bluetooth audio streaming, you get an updated knob that has shortcut buttons, and it's no longer big aluminum. It's a little bit smaller, that has some rubberized edges to it. Let me roll up the windows a little bit here and throw the AC on so you can hear me better. Turn signals, we don't need it. I'm in the turn lane, everybody knows that. So yeah, the iDrive, every time you get in the car, I start it up, you're like, oh yeah, it's the old system. Now you can update it. It's like $1,500. I can get the new software, the new hard drive based software at that, where you can say upload songs from your phone or device to the system there. You get a high definition screen, HD radio, Bluetooth streaming audio, a nicer iDrive controller. And I've thought about it. $1,500 though, I don't know. I think there's probably other things I would want to do if I had $1,500 just sitting around with this thing. Another reason why you might not want to get an 08 is that the 08s had some parts that were updated in 09. Besides the iDrive, mechanically the flywheel is different. So if you have a 08 that hasn't had a clutch done and you need to do that, it's probably going to be anywhere between that $2,500, $3,000 range to get the clutch changed, because you have to update it to the 09 and newer parts, which is a new flywheel plus your clutch kit and other little hardware bits to go about with it. Luckily, the previous owner had done that already on this car, so I lucked out. That was one of the reasons I did decide to go with this. This clutch has about 10,000 miles or so on it now. I'd have to double check, but it was fairly recent. Yeah, but other than that, the car has held up extremely well for being 123,000 miles on it right now. I was getting some bubbling on the side door handle here, and actually what I did was just, and thanks to the one of you subscribers, commenters even, left a note, just peel it up and it looks very similar to the piece ahead of it, which is also coated, and damn if it doesn't. So yeah, that's good. I got to finish peeling it off in some spots, but it no longer feels old when I look down at it and be like, oh, it's bubbling. So yeah, there's that. So man, there's my gripes. There's really not much to complain about with these cars. You find an 08 that has that's a good deal, go for it. I don't think anybody, very few people would regret owning this car. It's such a great everyday driver that's got great performance, great sound. But with that, there were a few things I did to it. I mentioned in my other video that I did the splatter trim. I don't know if you can see it here. I'm not going to try to adjust it, but I'll show you some panning shots or something right about now of the splatter trim. Where am I going to park? I like to park on the end spots. Find me an end spot and I'm all about it. So that's what we're going to do right here. Oh, look at that. Got a Subaru with some high or really low offset wheels there. Yeah, I'm saying yeah, so I ended up doing the splatter trim on this. I did the Lux H8 160 Angel Eyes, which you saw at the beginning of the video. I did I bought a set of Swift Spec R springs that I'm going to put on. The EDC on this car with 123,000 miles still works in a way that I can definitely tell the difference between comfort, sport, or comfort and normal and sport. I have heard of people saying that it doesn't work for them at much lower mileage, so I don't know if that's a testament to the previous owner leaving it in comfort for pretty much the entire life. I don't know if maybe it'll wear out more in normal or sport than it would in comfort, but there's definitely a noticeable difference between in the rebound between the three settings there. So I'm going to pair that with a set of Swift Spec R springs that I have sitting at the house, and we're probably going to end up installing those later this week, probably Thursday or Friday, and then we'll go out and get an alignment. I'm going to pull the alignment pins on the shock towers in the front, get a little bit more camber up there, and then take it out for an alignment before hopefully, God, fingers crossed, hitting a track day. I am kind of hesitant. I'll be honest, I'm kind of hesitant about doing it without having the rod bearings replaced, just because I don't know, and I don't even know if I really should be. But speaking of rod bearings, I did pick up a set of BE bearings from a guy on M3 forums. And wait, no, sorry, M3 post, my bad. And I don't need rod bearings now that I'm aware of, but you know, when I do the next oil change, I'm going to send out another sample to Blackstone, and based on that report, I'm going to probably say yay or nay. But I do have them, and I've heard that they've been on back order. So if something rises where, oh man, the levels on copper or lead are really high, I really should be doing the rod bearing soon, at least I'll have them ready to go, rather than being, you know what, I really want the BE bearings, but all I can get are something else, and I don't really want to wait 3 months on back order and, you know, be hesitant about driving the car. So I just picked them up. If I use them and install them soon, then great. If not, I might have them for a while. And if I sell the car and I haven't had them, then, you know, somebody else will be getting a set of BE bearings for a good deal. So what else did I do? Trim, the Lux H8 Angel Eyes. I bought a set of wheel studs, and so I'm converting that from bolts to studs. I've got some nuts, lug nuts that are coming in. I'm waiting on those. Should probably be here. What day's today? Tuesday. Should probably be here Thursday or Friday. Probably install those at the same time as the springs, and yeah, that's what's going on with the car. I decided to do a couple things to it, keep me happy with it. I love this exhaust. The dynamic exhaust is awesome. Oh, that's probably one of the other things I'm going to do soon is if I can't find an X-pipe, I'll probably, I'm on the fence on what I want to do with the test pipes. I'm sorry, with the primary cats. I want to either find another X-pipe or get the test pipes and maybe weld them on and get a different tune for it. That's probably going to be it power-wise. And then maybe find another set of rear wheels and run a square setup all the way around. Should probably look good, and then have, you know, maybe 275s or something on all four corners of the car. So that's it. That's the status of my M3. That's what's going on, and I'm just double checking to make sure I turned the audio on this time. I started recording and realized that I didn't turn it on, had to stop and re-record this again. But yep, that's what it is. Okay, well, thanks for watching. I'll have another update in a couple weeks, and I'll definitely be doing a documentary. I'll definitely be doing a documentary on the installs that we do on how to, in case anybody's wondering. If it's not fully detailed, it'll be like the basics. You can figure out how difficult it would be. You know what? I'm probably going to cut that. So, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please, if you like what I have on this channel, subscribe. If you have any comments, leave those. I always read them, good or bad, whatever. Again, thanks for watching. All right, guys. Later.